Hi Taurus, welcome to May and happy birthday if you're celebrating a birthday in May. So before we get to your reading, I'm going to tell you about the astrology. It's your month this month. So May 1st we have Pluto going retrograde right out of the gate, and it will be retrograde until October 11th. So it's going to move back into Capricorn and then go back into Aquarius. May 5th, we have a full moon eclipse in Scorpio. That's in your relationship sector, your 7th house. On May 7th, Venus, your ruling planet, moves into Cancer. On May 16th, Mercury moves direct. On May 19th, we have a new moon in your sign. And then on the 20th, Mars moves into Leo, and the Sun moves into Gemini on the 21st. So this month is the month for Taurus. But let's see what the cards say. We'll get into the astrology later. These cards are slippery. Okay, so let's see what the cards say for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2023? What is coming up for Taurus? And Jupiter's moving into our sign. I'm a Taurus as well. It's going to be great. Okay, what's coming up for Taurus for May 2023 in terms of love and relationships? The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Justice, the Seven of Cups, the Hangman, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Judgment. So, so you start the month off with the Knight of Pentacles. This could be your energy because it's a pentacle. So I feel like you're taking your time this month. You're not rushing into anything. Typical Taurus. You're just doing your work, going to work every day, doing your thing. And crossing this, you have this Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a romantic proposal. So for some of you, I feel like, well, you've got two energies here, water and air. Listen to me. Fire. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Cups, someone is going to reach out to you. It's a romantic proposal, an invitation. Someone may invite you somewhere. Maybe it could even start out as a friendship where someone invites you out just to do something, and then it might lead to more down the road. But I feel like you're not rushing into anything this month. Even if you get an invitation, if you're not in a relationship and you're looking for love, you're taking your time. And you may have more than one option. In the past, you have the Knight of Wands. So you might have been dealing with a fire sign in the recent past. And this person, I feel like this person may have let you down in some way. Like you may have felt like they made a lot of promises, but they never delivered. Or someone who'd be like, sometimes, they come in and you have a lot of fun with them. But when it comes down to being there for you, they're just not there. So this could have been someone from the past that really was like a fly-by-night kind of person or a heartbreaker. Sometimes they could be the heartbreaker, the Knight of Wands. So you could have been dealing with a fire sign. And I feel like you decide to move away from this person because you have the Six of Swords here and the Judgment. The Six of Swords is moving away from difficulty. So I feel like whatever you've been through in the past, you're still healing from it because you have the Four of Swords here in your wish fulfillment sector. But I feel like you've gone through a lot of changes. You're waking up. You have the Judgment card here. And the Judgment is about rebirth, having a realization of what you need to do to change your life. And you're feeling stronger. I feel like you're working on you. And because you're feeling stronger, your needs are changing. So the type of person you might have been interested in the past, doesn't interest you anymore. Now you're looking for security and stability. You're looking for someone who's mature. Now this Knight of Cups energy, the Knight energy is immature. They could be very romantic. They could have an idealized view of love, where they think, they have this dream lover in their head that they're looking for. But that's not reality. You have to, we connect with people who are human. And humans make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And part of the Judgment card represents the need to forgive. So you may have to forgive someone for some past behavior. I feel like someone that maybe possibly broke your heart or was unreliable in the past may come back even for forgiveness and may ask you for forgiveness. And then you have to decide, do I want to forgive this person? But you have the Justice here. And the Justice is about justice being done. So if you were hurt by someone in the past, I feel like it's also a card of karma. I feel like karma is going to catch up with that person. They're not going to get away with whatever they did in the past. But you may have to connect with them and have some closure and forgive them. But I feel like there's new energy coming in because you have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is being stuck in the choices. So I don't think you may have had something with someone in the past and you moved away from that relationship. You realized, you're not going to settle, and you're working on you. You spend a lot of time healing and working on yourself and trying to make a difference and change your life in some way. You have the Hangman here, which is about giving something up for something better. So I feel like something better is coming your way. And you may have to make a choice because you have the Seven of Cups here in the near future. So I feel like someone may reach out to you. But it could be more than one person. I'm like, there's 3 knights here. So I feel like you're going to have your options. Who do I commit to? Who do I want to be with? Now, there is someone around you who's interested in you and your environment. And they see you as someone very spiritual, very intuitive, very compassionate. So I feel like there could be someone who is very more like could have water in their chart, could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And if that's not the sun sign, it could be the moon or the rising sign. But they're also very sensitive and very emotional. And it could be someone that you know already that's looking back to the past and remembering the kind of person you were. And they may want to connect with you. And you have been kind of, with the Four of Swords energy, it's like you've been not really getting out there. You've been kind of staying home and being like a hermit and not really socializing as much. That's going to end. Sometimes the Four of Swords can also mean that if you were involved with someone and you had a falling out, you need a time out from each other. And you need time to think. So there could have been some type of separation where you're both like, well, let's just take a break from each other and let's just think about this relationship. Where do we want to go with it? Do we want to save it? Do we want to leave it? So you've been doing a lot of thinking, especially since this card shows up in your wish fulfillment sector. I think you're doing a lot of thinking about, what do I really want in a relationship? What do I really want for love? And, I don't want to settle. And there's a little bit of confusion, too, with the Seven of Cups. Like, maybe you're not even sure what you want. But you know one thing, you don't want someone who's unreliable. You want someone who says what they mean and takes action, not just all words. You don't want to hear all talk. You want to see action. And I feel like you're going to get that. But there is someone coming in that's going to be very romantic, someone who's going to want to wine and dine you. And if that goes, but you're not ready to, I feel like you're going to be cautious this month. Even so, if you meet someone and someone calls you up and says, hey, let's get together, and they're giving you all, they're throwing the love around, and they're, I think you're going to take it with a grain of salt. You're not going to be bowled over. Like in the past, Taurus might have been like all gaga, like, wow, this guy, this girl, whatever. But now you're going to be a little bit more realistic. You're going to be like, no, I think I'll give it some time before I give my heart away. I think I'm going to see if this person is for real before because you're going to be influenced by the past, by what you've been through in the past. Now, the final outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like whoever's coming in is going to be good for you, but you're going to be cautious. You're not ready to just jump right in. But the Ten of Pentacles is someone who is going to bring you financial stability and security. The Ten of Pentacles is someone who is financially secure and wants to build their world around you and wants to give you that home, that happy home, and that sense of security, like I've got your back. So I feel like someone really good is coming in. So you should hold out for, be cautious, be discriminating is what I'm saying. And, with the Justice card, it's almost like it's like your karmic reward, like for everything you've gone through in the past. I think finally the universe is going to send you something that's worthy of you and your love. But you're going to take it slow. You're going to have to be patient, because the Hangman says, even though you feel like right now you're in limbo, nothing's happening, but there might be some surprise developments during May that shifts the energy. And you may start out at the beginning of the month feeling like, well, nothing's going on in my life, nothing's happening. But toward the end of the month, you're going to be in a much more positive state, and you're going to feel a lot more secure. You're going to be, because the Four of Swords, you've been in this hermit and healing mode, but that's going to stop. That's coming to an end. And then you're going to start to get out more and socialize more. People are going to be inviting you out. And it could be romantic partners, but it could also be friendships. I don't think you're going to just be, you're going to have a lot of choices to make. And you're going to have to know, what is it that I really want, so that you know who to spend your time with and who to kick to the curb. Because if someone comes to you with all these promises and no action, and they don't follow up with action, you're not going to give them the time of day. But if someone comes to you, with flowers and, romantic words, you're going to be like, okay, that's really nice, but let's just see where it goes. Let's just see how long this lasts. Because I think you're really learning from the past. You've been through, you're tired of the players, and you're tired of these like fly-by-night types. And you're looking for something stable and solid. You're not going to put up with any BS. But, so take your time and know that good things are coming. I feel like good things are coming. And by the end of the month, I think you're going to be in a more secure place. And you're going to feel like, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this new person is someone that I can feel safe with. So let's see. But you're going to go through some immature nights before you get to the king or the queen. But when you find that person, I think you're going to know. You're going to feel it. So be patient, which is great. It's a gift that you have. Taurus has an infinite amount of patience. Don't be concerned if things are slow in coming. They will be here. Let's see what the angels have to say for Taurus. Star. All right. I feel like, and Ten of Pentacles could also represent money coming in too. So if you're looking for a new job, I feel like money is coming to Taurus this month. Money and love. But you're going to feel more secure by the end of the month, financially and emotionally. Okay. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget you truly are a shining star. So don't settle for less. Settle for the person that treats you, that gives you like a star, like you have star quality. And you want someone who can appreciate and value you. And anyone that doesn't fall into that category, don't give them your time. Focus, settle for the star and something of value. Okay, so let's see what the astrology has to say. So you have a full moon eclipse. in your 7th house. So something is coming to completion or fruition or realization around a relationship. And you are the one with all the surprises because you have Uranus and Mercury in your 1st house. So you may surprise your partner with your behavior. Someone may come back to you, maybe you broke up with someone, or someone from the past comes back and thinks like, oh, Taurus is going to be a pushover. I could just, wine and dine her or sweet talk her or him, and they'll be back. You're going to be unpredictable with Uranus in your sign. You have Mars in the 3rd house trining this full moon. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries, but the Mars in the 3rd the 3rd house is the house of communication. And it's the house of siblings and ideas and your local environment. It's also education. But I feel like you're ready to speak up. You're ready to communicate and speak your truth. So if someone comes to you and they're handing you a line of BS, you're going to call them out on it. You're going to say, don't hand me that. You're going to tell them what you need and you're going to call them out. I think you're going to shock a lot of people with your communication. The only thing I want to say is don't go over the top with Mars in the 3rd. It can make you come across as argumentative. But Mars is giving you energy to communicate. So if Taurus has kept their mouth shut all this time and not complained, if someone tries to step on your toes this month, Taurus is going to speak up. What else is happening? Especially with Mercury retrograding in your 1st house, it's in your relationships axis. You could, hear from someone that you haven't talked to, or you yourself could reach out to someone that you haven't talked to in a while. You yourself can take the initiative. You have Saturn in the 11th house, and it's sextile Mercury and the North Node in your 1st house. So Saturn in the 11th, you're really evaluating all your group connections, your friends. The 11th house is the house of friendship. It's the house of the groups that you belong to. You're looking, you want to have serious connections with people who are there for you, who represent stability. You're tired of these fly-by-night friends. And if you connect, I feel like out of your friends, you're going to be meeting people that are really, that will stay in your life for a long time. Saturn in the 11th is also your hopes and your dreams. You have an opportunity to make a dream real with Saturn in your 11th house. And it's sextile the North Node, which is the path that you need to go on. So if you're looking for security, and also because the North Node is in Taurus right now at this full moon, you could realize, what? I have value. And I'm not going to settle for less. And I'm going to be connecting with people who see that value and who reward me for that value and are there for me. So you're going to leave, if you have some fly-by-night friends, not just lovers, but even fly-by-night friends, you're going to just toss them aside and not waste your time. You're going to be spending your time on people who are there for you when you need them, who have value, who realize how valuable you are and what you have to share. Venus is in Gemini. It's been in Gemini. It's going to be moving out of Gemini this month. But for a while it's in your 2nd house. It's bringing in the money. Jupiter is in Aries. It's in your 12th house. Venus is sextile Jupiter. So there could be someone from behind the scenes might be interested in you, and they'll make themselves known when Jupiter moves into Taurus. But I feel like you may have a secret admirer. Venus sextile Jupiter, you just have to believe in yourself. Don't be afraid. Really visualize what you want to attract, and Venus will help you attract it. Venus is bringing you money. Now, Jupiter in the 12th is squaring Pluto. So, and Pluto's in your 10th house. There could be some power struggles or some things going on behind the scenes at work, but you have a guardian angel in your corner. When Jupiter's in the 12th house, there's someone who's protecting you. There's someone who's defending you or speaking out in favor of you. So even though I feel like you have some healing to do because you also have Chiron in the 12th house. Maybe healing to do with career and stepping into your power. Maybe you have you have to work on your limiting beliefs this month and start to say, you know what, I am worthy of being in a position of leadership. I am worthy of being respected and recognized. I can step into a leadership role. So if you've ever had any doubts about that, maybe you have some hidden or psychological blocks around that, around being powerful, stepping into a powerful role, work on that, because you've got Jupiter. When it moves into your sign, Jupiter is going to give you luck for the whole year. So Mars is in Cancer. Let's see, where Mars is in your third house. It's sextile Uranus in your first house. So it's bringing unexpected opportunity, but you have to take the initiative. You have to speak up. You have to take action. It's not going to just fall in your lap. But if you do, there'll be some surprises. I think you may even shock some people because they're not used to Taurus taking action. Taurus usually, our normal pattern is to just sit back and wait for things to come to us. But with Mars in the third house and sextiling Uranus in our first house, we're going to shake some people up. We're going to start to fight. We're going to tap into our warrior energy and fight for what we deserve and what we believe in. And Mars trining Neptune, and you have Neptune in Pisces. Also, where is Neptune? Let me see. In your 11th house, I feel that you're going to be more active this month. You're not going to sit on the sidelines. You're not going to sit on the couch. You're going to get out and make connections. The 11th house is about networking, forming friends. You might form some friends with people that are going to be in your life a long time. Maybe you're going to find your soul tribe or a group of people where you're really connecting on an intellectual level, on a spiritual level. I feel like things are going to start to improve, especially when Jupiter moves into Taurus. So then we have... Now the only thing... Okay, I want to just say one thing before I move on. Venus sextile Jupiter is bringing luck in terms of love, money, opportunity. Venus square Neptune, you want to make sure that you're seeing people as they really are. So if someone comes to you with a lot of promises, don't, make sure you take whatever they're showing you with a grain of salt. Look deeper, make sure whatever they're promising, get it in writing, signed in blood, or take your time and really get to know the person before you commit. Because sometimes with Neptune, you can see what you want to see in someone, and it may not be who they really are, especially around friendships or the groups that you belong to. Like if you may have some friends that, like fair weather friends, you want to make sure that whoever you're spending your energy and your time on, that they are real, that they're really there for you. So then we have this new moon in Taurus, which is in your sign, right? In your first house. It's a new you. It's a time for you to have a new beginning. Because your first house is how you're seen in the world. And this new moon is conjunct Uranus, and it's trine Pluto. It's an out-of-sign trine because it's the 28 degrees of Taurus, and Pluto's at the very 0 degrees of Aquarius. This new moon is going to be a beautiful new moon for Taurus because it's conjunct Uranus, it's sextile Mars, it's sextile Neptune. Powerful new beginning. I mean, this moon can really give you hope and can change your life in a way because it's trining Pluto. And where is Pluto? In your 10th house. Major career developments. Major new beginning that's going to affect your career and your life path, your life direction. It could involve some type of communications project. It could involve short distance travel. Neptune is in your 11th house. So it's like you're going to manifest a dream, especially around career or work. I feel like you're going to have some major breakthrough after this new moon. Mercury's in Taurus. It's conjunct the North Node. It's conjunct Jupiter. It's sextile Saturn. So if you're signing a contract or you're making an agreement, it's going to be in place for a long time. And it's going to bring opportunity and expansion and growth and more and I think financial security as well. Venus is in Cancer. Where is Venus? In your 3rd house. It's squaring Chiron in your 12th house. So, but it's also trining Saturn. So if love comes to you through friends, and unexpectedly, because Uranus is also sextile Uranus, I feel like you could make a romantic connection with someone through your friendships. So get out and network, get out and, mingle. Because maybe one of those groups that you belong to or one of those friends you connect with, somehow you're going to meet someone that you could have a long-term relationship with. I feel like love is on for you, but you may have some healing to do because I feel like you're still healing from a past situation that you need to have closure. And that way you can open your heart up to love again. But it could be unexpected. Someone, because Uranus is involved, but you have to get out. You have to get out and socialize. Don't sit on the couch. Don't sit home waiting, wishing, thinking that the night is going to ring your bell. Get out and mingle with people, join groups, become more active. Through some of those activities, you're going to find love. And there could be an age difference. Or even if there's not an age difference, it could be that the person you attract is going to be someone like that you can really depend on. It's going to be like someone who's like a father figure or a mother figure, someone who will take care of you, will be there for you, very stable, very strong. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is Mars is going to be opposing Pluto and squaring Jupiter. And so there could be some power struggles. Let's see, where is Mars? Mars is in your 3rd house and Pluto's in the 10th house. So there could be some power struggles around a work issue with Jupiter in Taurus. I don't know, you may have a difference in beliefs. Like you may want to do things one way and other people may have different ideas and there could be some kind of conflict of the best way to go about doing something. So there could be some power struggles. Just don't lose your temper because Mars in Cancer is not very strong. Either don't sell out, but don't go over the top in anger either. So you may be defending your position, and there might be someone who, like Pluto is like the person in power, and you're going to have to defer to the person in power. But Mars is also trine Neptune, so you do have some support. But there could be some power struggles around this new moon because you want to do, you're like go, go, go. But some authority figure, maybe you want, just don't take on more than you can handle because some authority figure may just squash you if you come on too strong. So just be patient, learn how to compromise because when you have an opposition, it's about compromising. It's about meeting the other person halfway. It's not about, okay, we've got to do things my way and they have to do things their way. It's about, okay, where can we, find the middle ground where we have a win-win situation. So in a relationship, especially a career situation, don't be too rigid or stubborn and say, no, we got to do things my way. You may have to learn to compromise. And Jupiter's involved, so there could be some legal thing or some contract that you have to work out. You may feel like the other party is being a bully or being too harsh. So just, for the most part though, Jupiter, just having Jupiter in Taurus is going to give you, justice will be done. You're going to get a positive outcome. But there may be some bumps along the road that you have to navigate before you get to that positive outcome. Because with Jupiter in the chart, and also Jupiter in this reading, justice is going to be done. There'll be a fair outcome. So don't worry. Don't worry that if you feel like you've been treated unfairly in the past, I feel like you have someone in your corner that's working for you. You have like this guardian angel on your shoulder protecting you through this time. So the main thing is don't go over the top with anger. Learn to control your emotions. If you have a power struggle or an argument with someone, let them rant and rave. You keep your cool. And just focus on a positive outcome because I feel like it's coming. I feel like things are going to shift, especially by this new moon in Taurus and with Jupiter in your sign. I feel like there'll be a positive outcome. So don't lose hope because you're going to end the month, I think, on a more positive. There are going to be some surprises, definitely. But I think they're going to be positive surprises, not negative ones. So hang in there, Taurus. I think love looks good this month. You're going to have more than one option. You're going to end the month feeling more secure than you started the month. And you're going to start to socialize again and have more fun. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, leave a comment, let me know what's happening in your life. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It will take you to my website.